Hello everyone, this is session number 2 of lesson number 3. In this session we are going to learn basic features of Microsoft Word 2010 or 2013. As I said in session number 1, whatever features are listed here like thesaurus, then inserting equation and hyperlinks using man merge feature. These are advanced features and we are going to learn these features after completing the basic features, because if you want to work with this one, then you must know the basic features of what a Microsoft Word. So that I'm going to teach you people today. So in session 1 we learn how to open Microsoft Office Word, how to create a blank document, how to save Microsoft Word document file. Now let's see the basic features of Microsoft Office Word. In this session we are going to learn first how to enter text in Microsoft Office Word. In last session we learned what the different interface elements or different parts of what a Microsoft Office Word, and which one of this is cursor. It is a blinking vertical bar. We are going to use this part, or we are going to use cursor or this blinking vertical bar to enter text in Microsoft Office Word document. So here we have a blinking bar, vertical bar. We are going to use it to enter text, and with the help of keyboard we have to enter word text in Word document. So this is a blank Word document and cursor is blinking at the beginning of this document. Okay, you can see it's in a portrait. Okay, and it is blinking at the top of the document. Now let's see how to enter text in this. Now simply we are going to enter what name of our school, that is Holyden English Medium School. Okay, so you have to enter what keys of the keyboard to enter text in Word document, like Holyden okay, school name as entered. Now you can see here cursor is blinking at the end of this line. You can change its position, you can take it at the beginning. Okay, you can take it in between also. Okay, now whatever text we have entered, it is entered. Now below this we have to enter what another sentence. Okay, so how to go to the next line? If you want to go to the next line, you can see a cursor is blinking at the beginning of this line, and now we have to go to the next line. So you have to press just enter key. Okay, enter is the key which is there on keyboard. Okay, it is repeated one more time with number also. You can choose one of this or you can use one of this. Okay, you have to use this key to go to the next line. Now it is at the beginning line, we have to go to the next line. That means we have to place this cursor here. Okay, when you click, then it will not directly come to the next line, so you have to press what enter key. Now after press the enter key, it is there at the next line. Now whatever sentence you wanted to enter, you can type the okay. Now see here, I'm going to repeat the same name. Okay, now you can see here, and same name has entered to the next line. If you want to go to the next line, you can go to the next line using what enter key. You can enter any one of these. It is repeated 2 times, you have to press any one. Okay, now the next one, that is backspace key. Okay, now what is the use of backspace key? Now the backspace key, it is used to remove letters from right to the left. Okay, that means from right side to left side. If you want to remove letters, okay, of particular sentence, you can, like I don't want the last word Kagal of this second line. Okay, so you have to simply press what the backspace. Okay, for one press it will remove one letter like this. Okay, now a comma Kagal, it is removed, it is erased. Okay, so what is the use of backspace key? It is used to remove what the letters from right to left. Okay, now let's see what is next. This after the next one, that is delete key. Now what is the use of delete key? Same functions played by the delete key, which is played by what backspace. That means to remove characters or to delete character. That means backspace and delete, these keys are used for same purpose, is to delete or to terminate or remove what the characters. Okay, but backspace, it removes character from left from right side to left side and delete erase this character from right to left. That means without moving itself it will remove the characters from left to right. Like we have to remove comma Kaggle, comma space Kaggle. Simply you have to press delete. Okay, for one press it will remove one character, so press it. You can see cursor is stable, it's changing what the character position. Okay, understand? That means it will use what to left to right direction to remove characters. Now let's see what is next. This after the next one is space bar. Now what is the use of space bar? Okay, now we want a space between holiday and English. You can see there is no any single space between holiday and English. It is a common word. We have to make it separate. We have to isolate what these words holiday and English. We have to make them separate. So you have to insert a cursor in between what a holiday and English, and then you have to press what the space bar. It will insert what a space between what holiday and English. Now this after what is the next one? This after the next one is a tab. Now what is the use of tab? The tab is used to insert what bulk of space, means one tab insert 5 character space. Okay, like I want to push what a 5 character forward this first sentence. Okay, so you have to press tab one time. Okay, at a one time or at a one press it will insert what a 5 character space. See, it is inserted, 5 character space has been inserted. Okay, so the tab key is used to insert what a bulk of space. Okay, now let's see what is the next one. The next one is how to select text. Okay, because whatever commands we are going to use hereafter, okay, or whatever commands we are going to learn hereafter, okay, selection is very important. Like if you want to change font face, font size, you want to change its color, then you must focus on the text or word, okay, that you want to change. Like we have to change here what the effect, or we have to change what a font size of holiday, so you must select holiday. Okay, so selection means what to focus on that text. Okay, and how to select, different selection methods are there. So let's see the first one. Okay, the first one is click and drag. Okay, in this you have to click at the beginning of the text. Okay, a text which you want to select at the end, at the beginning you have to click. After click at the beginning of the text, you have to press what a left key, and without releasing the left key you have to drag the mouse to the right side. You can see it is selecting. Okay, now where you want to stop, okay, you have to release what the left button of mouse. Now it is released. Now only holiday and text has selected. Now let's see the second method. If you want to select this text without using drag and drop method, or without using click and drag method, then simply you have to double click on it. When you will double click on the text, it will select. Okay, you have to double click. That means without taking any pause, continuously you have to press the left button of mouse 2 times. Okay, it is selected. Now how to select what entire sentence? If you want to select entire sentence, you can use click and drag method. Click at the beginning of that sentence, of the sentence, whole sentence has been selected. Now let's see second method. The second method is, in front of that sentence you have to place the mouse pointer in margin you have to place a mouse pointer in front of that line. Okay, mouse pointer changes to a slant arrow, then you have to press what a left button of mouse, it will select a whole sentence. Okay, now what these are the different steps, or what these are the different methods to select what the text. Okay, and if you want to select the entire paragraph, then you have to use, and to select entire paragraph, okay, that means to select multiple lines at the same time, you can use a click and drag method. And second one, that is you have to triple click on that paragraph, or on any sentence of that paragraph, or on any word of that paragraph 3 times continuously. You press, it will select a whole paragraph. Okay, Now here over how to select. Okay, now let's see how to change appearance by selecting the text or by selecting word. Okay, here we are changing appearance means what that means, how to change its size. We have to increase the size, we have to change its font face, font effect, font. Okay, font styles. Now let's see how to change first font size. First you should select what a text of which you want to change font size. I'm going to select here whole sentence. Okay, you know the how to select whole sentence. You can choose any method. Now we have to change its font size. So let's see how to change its font size. After selecting that sentence, you have to go to the home tab. In home tab there is the font size drop down list. Choose required font size. Maximum it is 72, minimum 8. That means you have to choose what any one of this list. If you want to use any odd font size, you can choose any odd font size. Like here we have to apply what 13 font size. It is not there. After 11, 12, after 12, 14 is there. What about 13? So how to take it? You have to type 13 font size here. 1 3. Press enter. It will apply. Okay. If you want more than 72, then how to make it more than 72? Simply you have to write the what more than 72 font size, like about 80, 80. Press enter. Okay. Then if you want to decrease it, you can decrease it. Again you can take it its normal size. Now you can use a grow font size, also shrink font size. Grow font size is used to increase what a font size. Okay. And shrink font size is used to decrease what a font size. So I hope you all understand how to change font size or font sizes of selected text or of selected words. This after the next one, how to change what a font. To change font, you have to follow the same steps. Select the sentence or select word or paragraph which you want to change font. Okay, after selecting that, you have to click the font drop down list from home tab. Choose any one of these. Okay, after selecting that, you can see the preview. That means you not need to click on it to see the preview. You can move the mouse pointer on required font face or on any font face. Okay, you will get what the preview of that font. Okay, so here I want Algerian, it is applied. You want to replace Algerian with another, you can. Okay, so it is about what the font. This after the next one is the font style. 3 different font styles are the bold, italic, underline. Bold, you have to use it to make it bold. Okay, or dark. It is looking normal, you want to make it darker, then click to bold. That's bold. If you want to make it normal, you can make it normal. Shortcut key for bold, that is Ctrl plus B. Okay, the next one is italic. Italic is text slant. If you want to make it, you have to click to italic. It will make that selected text slant. If you want to make it straight, again you have to click on it. This after the next one is underline. If you want a line below the text, you can use underline. If you don't want, again click on it. Keyboard shortcut for italic, that is Ctrl plus I. Keyboard shortcut for underline, that is Ctrl plus U. There are different types of underlines. You can choose one of these. Okay, if you want to change its color, you can change underline color. Go to the underline color, select the required underline color. Okay, and it will be applied to selected text underline. Then if you don't want underline, again click on underline, and keyboard shortcut for underline, that is Ctrl plus U. This after the next one, that is strike through. It is used to draw a line over text. That means to draw a line horizontal over the text, we use what a strike through. Select that sentence or text, click to strike through. It will draw a line, horizontal line over the text. That means if you want to show what a cancel effect, okay, understand, then you can use this one, that is strike through. If you don't want, you have to again click on strike through. It will be rejected or it will be cancelled. This after the next one, that is the font color. I will showing what text with the black color. If you want to show this text with another color, you can choose any color. You can see the preview. That means a live preview option is there. This is another interesting feature of what a Microsoft Word. That means you not need to click to see the what a preview of that color, simply you have to move the mouse pointer on what a color in color palette. Okay, and you can get the a live preview. This after you have to click on it. Okay, now that color has applied, it is there. Okay, this after the next one, it is highlight color. What is the use of highlight color? If you want to highlight a particular sentence in what that paragraph, like here we have a paragraph, so here we have a 10-line paragraph, and we have to highlight what a particular sentence of this paragraph. Okay, so first select what color highlighter. Okay, after selecting that highlighter, you have to select, you can see the mouse pointer, it is replaced with what I-beam with the highlighter. From to make, okay, to each other we have to highlight, just select it. Okay, now this after you have to release the left button of mouse. Now it is highlighted with the yellow color. Okay, if you want to highlight another text with or another sentence with another color, choose that color highlighter, then from save time in to near them. Now it is highlighted with the selected color. Okay, and if you want to stop highlighting, simply you have to click to stop highlighting. Now normally you can work after selecting text, it will not highlight. If you want to remove this effect, okay, go to bottom, select that sentence, okay, and then click to no color from color highlighter. Same for the second sentence also, select this, go to text highlighter, no color, it will remove that effect. Okay, so it is about what the highlighting text, okay, or text highlight color. This after the next one, that is the change case. Now 5 different change cases are there. What is the use of change case? Change case is used to convert uppercase to lowercase or lowercase to uppercase. 5 different cases are here. They are going to learn these 5 different cases one by one. So let's see first one, that is sentence case. By default Microsoft Word uses sentence case. Okay, what is the use of sentence case? Sentence case will display what a first letter, or will in sentence case the first letter will appear in capital, like V of video, okay, till full stop, the first letter V, it is capital, okay, not any other cap. Then next one, when that first letter of what this sentence is capital, okay, then Y of this sentence is capital, and this is first letter of what a third sentence. Okay, that means sentence case will show what a first letter of every sentence capital till full stop. What is next one? Lowercase. Now what is the use of lowercase? You want to turn all letters, okay, in small case or in a small alphabets, then we use the word lowercase. Okay, now selected paragraph we have to turn to lowercase, means whatever upper cases characters are there, we have to turn them in a lowercase. So select lowercase and click on it. Now you can see it's showing all letters in small case. Okay, this after the next one is a uppercase. Uppercase will turn all letters to uppercase, that means in capital letters. Click to uppercase, you can see all letters in capital. This after the next one is a capitalize each word. It will turn first letter to capital and rest all will turn to small, okay, of every word. That means V of video, P of provides, A of aim, P of powerful, you will see in capital. You can see here first letter of every word is in capital. And next one, that is toggle case. What is the use of toggle case? It will turn first letter, or it will turn uppercase to lowercase and lowercase to uppercase, means whatever uppercases characters are there will be turned to lowercase and lowercases will be turned to uppercase. Okay, you can see here. Now V of video, it was capital, now it is small, and I, D, E, O was the in small, and now it is in capital. Okay, now let's see how to turn them again in sentence case. Click to sentence case. Now this is the normal view, or this is the normal mode. Okay, so enough for today. We'll see next point in next session. I hope you all understand